written out. So I'd like to thank each and every one of you for being here tonight to help us celebrate with Kelsie and Joe as they begin their lives together. I know many of you traveled a very long way, and I know people have said this before, but we're really appreciated and honored by all of you being here. Before I toast the new bride and groom, I just want to take a few minutes to say a few words. It seems like it was just yesterday, and actually it was just 6 months ago, that I was standing in front of a crowd at Lauren and Greg's wedding. And so all I can say is hopefully tonight my words are welcomed by each and every one of you. So you'll kind of hear a little theme as I go through this. We'll see if you can pick it up. Love knows no boundaries. We're here today in Charleston to celebrate the love between Joe and Kelsie. But we're also here to celebrate the love that we have together as a family. It seems like it was just yesterday when I was there when Kelsie was born. I knew at that very moment that I loved her unconditionally, and that my life had changed. When I heard the doctor exclaim, "Congratulations, you have a daughter," a million things went racing through my mind as I stand there. You know, things like, am I going to be a good father? Is she going to be healthy? What's her high school years going to be like in graduation, in college? And yes, it also went to today, for marriage. And then 4 years later, Cindy and I welcomed another daughter into our family, and it was Tessa. And I'll tell you, the exact same questions again hit me when the doctor said, "Congratulations, you have a daughter," because we chose not to find out ahead of time. And it's just my little propaganda. I would really do that again, because it's such a shock. Very little in life do you have a surprise. That is a true surprise. So anyway. So again, I had no idea what was in store for me, but I was really humbled by the idea and the thought of being able to raise two daughters in my life. So love knows no boundaries. 19 years ago this week, Carolyn and I were married, and I welcomed Lauren into my life. As a dad, I can share with you that your heart can expand. Over the years, these three girls have developed a loving and strong bond and have been truly one family and sisters. You hold each other accountable, and you have grown to be best friends. So I just wanted to thank all three of you for loving me and for loving each other. So love has no boundaries. I want to recognize Kelsie's mother tonight, Cindy, for all that she's done over the years. And show my deepest appreciation for her never-ending love for Kelsie and her dedication as a mother as she's been to our daughters. I appreciate the sacrifices that you made and the values that you helped install into our children. So thank you, and congratulations to you as well. So love knows no boundaries. I also want to acknowledge the unconditional love that Kelsie has experienced over the years from several other important women in her life. I obviously want to thank my wife, Carolyn, who from the very beginning provided unconditional love and support. She was the one who taught me that we had three daughters, not just two, yours and mine. You created an environment in our home where everyone was safe to love and to learn how to be a family. You've been extremely generous with your time, your resources, and your counsel over the years, and have been a big part in helping our children succeed in becoming the amazing women that they are today. Thank you for everything. Love knows no boundaries. I also want to recognize the other amazing women that have left a mark on Kelsie's life, like her grandmother Joan, who couldn't be with us today, but is here in spirit, and we'll be celebrating with her in a couple of weeks down in Atlanta. And also her late grandma Millian. I know she would feel so proud and happy to be today. Also here tonight is her grandma Joanne, who from the beginning, she welcomed us into her family and treated me as a son and Kelsie and Tessa as her own. You've been a loving and constant reminder that love has no boundaries. Kelsie comes today to this union having been loved and nurtured by many other women, strong women in her life, like her aunts Jackie, Donna, Cindy, and Marcy, who are here tonight. As well as other cousins and friends of the family like Cindy and Martha. And who could forget Kelsie's posse? If you haven't had a chance to meet them yet, you'll find out that they are a very strong and determined young professional women. I really do admire them and appreciate all that they contributed in support, guidance, and in just listening to Kelsie over the years, because we all know Kelsie can talk. So thank you. So love has no boundaries. There are also many strong men that have been in Kelsie's life. Not with us today, but watching from her above us, her late grandpa Westfall, Duchesne, and Daddy. And her uncles here today, Frank and John and Dan. And someone that we lost 1 year ago, yesterday. The man who made us all laugh and loved her so much, her Uncle Bert. And while she's never had a brother, sorry, she has certainly received fatherly love and advice from Adam and his wife, Kelly, who helped prepare Kelsie and Joe for this blessed event, for their journey in life together. So thank you, Adam and Kelly. Love knows no boundaries. For tonight, we expand our circle of love, and we're thrilled to welcome the Gannons, an amazing family that has supported, nurtured, and loved quite a remarkable man. The man who became my son-in-law today. So Susie, Tom, and Ann, we honor you today as well for your nurturing and your love for Joe over the years. It is obvious that Joe loves his family deeply and loves and respects Kelsie. I can only imagine how very proud Joe, your father, would have been today. Now, while as I said at the beginning, it has been 6 months since I welcomed my first son-in-law, Greg, into the family. I really do feel blessed to be addressing another one today. Now, Ryan. You know I love you, son. But we need to space these out. Now, we're in no rush. In 6 months is so, love knows no boundaries. I think you heard this earlier today, but for many years, Kelsie would always ask me, how do you know when you found the right one? And obviously, I'm no scholar. My answer was always very simple, and that's, you know when you know. This Christmas, Kelsie came to visit us in California. And she came to me one morning and she said, you know, Dad, you know I asked you so many times, how do you know when you found the right one? And I never really understood what you meant by your answer. So I looked her in the eyes at that time and I said, now you know. And obviously tears welled up in her eyes. She finally, after 28 years, I think had gotten it. She fully understood what I was trying to say over all those years. And I knew that a wedding was going to be happening soon. I just didn't know that it was going to be happening. Yeah. So, love certainly has no boundaries. This is something I've learned after 60 years. We all have to open our hearts to the very special people who enter our lives. I pray tonight that Kelsie and Joe will always embrace a love without boundaries, and their circle of love continues to expand. So, let us give a toast to Kelsie and Joe. May your love for each other remain strong. May you always be open to an ever-expanding circle of love. And may God bless and watch over you.